Hey there, myself Jashwin. Our project is called StegaGuard, which is AI model weight integrity scanner. So, when hospitals deploy deep learning models such as ResNet architecture for chest X-ray diagnosis, they rarely train them from scratch. Instead, they pull pre-trained model checkpoints from open hubs like Hugging Face or PyTorch Hub. The critical vulnerability is that attackers can inject steganographic malware or backdoor triggers directly into the floating point weights. Research shows over 30 megabytes of payload can hide inside a standard model with virtually zero impact on diagnostic accuracy. It passes regular validation tests with flying colors. So let's see why existing tools fail and the StegaGuard solution. So legacy antivirus tools can only file headers and bytecode checkers like flickering look for malicious scripts. Both miss mathematical tampering in model weights completely. Meanwhile, traditional academic defenses often require the original clean training data, which hospital IT teams do not actually possess. To solve this, we created StegaGuard, an automated post hoc weight integrity scanner that operates with zero access to training data. Rather than walking through static architecture slides, let's switch directly to our live proof of concept dashboard to see how our detection methods work under the hood. So here is the live StegaGuard platform. As a proof of concept, we have preloaded several representative models checkpoints from different formats and architectures such as SafeTensor, .pt and ONNX. In the sidebar, you can configure the detection sensitivity bar where levels 1 to 3 are low, which runs standard baseline scanning and observes obvious large anomalies. Level 4 to 6 are moderate and provides a basic threshold ideal for clinical production pipelines to avoid false alarms for legit models. Level 7 to 10 runs aggressive statistical scrutiny to catch even micro level parameter alterations. So there is always a trade-off between thoroughness and false positives. So keeping it around moderate to high gives us optimal balance. So we run with the clean baseline model. When we trigger the scan, our pipeline streams through tensor extraction, Shannon entropy calculation, least significant bit analysis, and neural cleanse trigger scans in real time. The scan gives us a risk score of 12 out of 100, giving it a clean green clear status. So and also in a healthy model, we have the Gaussian distribution perfect without any abnormalities in the data. And also here we have the clean Gaussian distribution, so there is no anomalous patterns that are detected. And also we have the LSB entropy by layer, which is useful for predicting the, and here we have the 6 layers below the 6 anomaly threshold, which is a healthy model. So here we could see layer level diagnostics, and we could find that all have achieved the normal status. So we could also provide the recommendations for the models. So we have approved this model because we didn't find any triggers. So since no trigger patterns are detected, the neural cleanse is also clean. So let's run another model, which is an injected evil model. So here we could see we get the risk score of 87 out of 100, and also the payload spike we could be found. It could be found in the distribution. So we have the LSB entropy by layer, and also it also exceeds the threshold by, which is above 6. We get 2 points in features 7 and 9. And also here we had 2 layers flagged, both anomalous LSB bit distributions and also the bimodal distribution. So here we get the entropy and chi-square value above the thresholds. So we have certain recommendations. We must quarantine this model immediately because active steganographic payload detector, and also we must block its deployment to clinical pipeline, and also we must trace model provenance like CI/CD logs, and also we must stop this deployment because it integrates violation per GHC SCC 2024 policy. So it violates General Electric's healthcare policy, so we must block its deployment. And also we could see the neural cleanse trigger analysis. Here is what we could see in the heat map, which is generated by the reverse engineered trigger pattern. And also we could see class 2 exceeds anomaly threshold. Here is the class 2, it exceeds the anomaly threshold at this point. We could see here the class 2, and also we could download the JSON and text reports, which will obviously have these recommendations and stuff here. Thank you.